What it do, man? It's your boy Trey Bolo. Right now, this content gonna be about the Drake Glazers, the ghostwriting allegations, which ain't fucking allegations, but whatever, alleged, and just how Drake continues to stretch this loss, bro. Like, just stop. Whatever, we gonna get to it, right? First thing first is, man, there's a viral clip going around of people in a chat talking about how they was on the front line for Drake during the beef. Nigga, what front line? You need to go out and touch grass or something, nigga. That nigga ain't worried about you like that. Drake at least got $250 million plus dollars that he's worth or whatever. You think he really saw your post on Twitter one time or whatever? Like, yeah, motherfucker probably pay attention to the internet. And, I mean, he probably did. But it didn't change nothing about your life. You still in the fucking chat talking to other people about how they on this virtual front line bullshit. Like, bro, this is insane, bro. It's getting to the point where this shit is not looking like a fan club or even a stan club. This shit starting to look like a bit occultish vibe. Because they don't give a fuck about if he's right or wrong or if they got evidence that he's been lying about what he's been lying about. They just love him because he's a person that they feel is higher up than them, and they want to just ride his pelvic area for some reason. I don't know why. Who knows why? I don't know. Because, yes, you respect somebody who's broken records, you know what I'm saying, who's been in the game for 10, 15 years and had all these amazing moments, you know what I'm saying, in hip-hop. And yeah, he came in and he did rap and he did R&B and he blended the two, changed the game, had people wanting to sound like him. All that is true, you know what I'm saying? But it's only so far that respect, to me, in my personal opinion, that respect should go. It shouldn't go as far as to you to hate somebody else. It should actually just make you want to love that person more, give that person more praise, but the praise shouldn't come with you tearing somebody else down. That ain't it, you know what I'm saying? And for everybody who is still on the side of Drake, Aubrey Graham, right? You're looking anti-hip-hop. You just look the part at this point. You get what I'm saying? Because the lawsuit doesn't help. Y'all don't give a fuck about the lawsuit. You got motherfuckers out here really saying he lost the lawsuit to debunk the fact that he's not a PDF file. Since he lost the lawsuit, it proves that he's not the coping mechanism of people's brains trying to protect certain things is fucking ridiculous. This is crazy. So to all the Drake stans, fans, and the occultees alike, right? Fuck you. Just like the music. Just respect the fact that he has records, Grammys, Billboard Awards, all that shit. But this is one of Aubrey Graham's biggest acting roles in history. Being a rapper called Drake, cosplaying somebody called Drake. And you have to know that he doesn't give a fuck about y'all like that. Come on, man. He does not give a fuck about y'all like that. At all. Because if he did, he would accept the fact that he lost the beef in order to have his music be perceived differently so that y'all could kind of be right about some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he just would have walked away from this in a whole nother universe, if Drake just would have walked away from this, we wouldn't be feeling like the extension of Drake's influence and whoever is influenced by that would be looking just as bad as the person. But y'all looking just as bad as a nigga who lost, man. You know what I'm saying? So with that's over with. I got that section over with. Drake Glazers, you know, go swallow over your chain. All right? Go do that. I hope it land in your stomach and it stay there and stick there and you get ulcers, nigga. Fucking idiot. Anyway, let's talk about these leaks, these multitude of ghostwriters that people don't want to accept that Drake have. You get what I'm saying? You got people literally saying, like, they hear the song, they hear the beat, they hear the words, and then they hear Drake saying the same shit. And obviously that reference track or that, whatever you want to call it, came out before that song. So you kind of say that he sent them the song. Drake just copying and pasting, right? You got niggas out here playing technicality war. Well, technically, he's not a ghostwriter because he's a creditor of the song. Man, God, get the fuck out of here. You worse than the Drake Glazers I was talking about earlier. You worse than that because you don't even want to accept the fact that the nigga just ain't writing his shit. Just, why you can't? What's wrong? Are you that attached to another man? Because there's a lot of men. You got the women out here that's just whatever. I'm a man, so I'm going to speak on the men. You got men out here really defending this nigga as if they like his cousin or brother or uncle or some shit. Have you told your little sister happy birthday? Have you checked on your grandma? Don't your mama need help with the groceries outside in the trunk of the car? Ain't she hunking her horn right now telling your ass to come out? So don't you gotta cut your motherfucking grass? Go check your bank account. Go check your credit card balance. Go get a new job. Come out with what the fuck are y'all doing? You worried about this nigga like this finna change your motherfucking life afterwards or something? You niggas is taking y'all should come out with a school, Drake school, or something like have niggas indoctrinated in that because y'all this is a the way that y'all are saying that the way that y'all are trying to define a ghostwriter and the person who's credited on the song not a ghostwriter is an assistant. What does that change? He didn't write the shit. How does that change the fact that Drake wants to be considered one of the top 5 MCs and he's not writing his shit? Like, please let me know the difference with that. You got first nigga that come up. The most famous situation with the whole Meek Mill and Drake shit was Quentin Miller, and he assisted Drake in writing. If you're reading this, it's too late, right? That's truth. That's fact. Y'all don't want to call Quentin Miller a ghostwriter now because he's accredited on the song and Drake acknowledged the fact that he helped him out with the project. So now that validates what, huh? He helped the nigga write bars. He didn't help him. Like, it's one thing for a nigga to be like, nah, change this, nah, do that, woo woo. Even help you with like a line, like, hey, say this line like this or change this word here and there. And technically, you're still supposed to accredit a nigga for that. But if you got people continuously saying, I record songs for him, I don't give a fuck if it's 30 seconds to a minute. Nigga, 30 seconds to a minute is a long ass time. You can fit a lot of words in that shit. You can fit a lot of an idea, a concept within 30 seconds to a minute. You get what I'm saying? But it ain't just that. It's whole songs. It ain't just Quentin Miller. Then you got Lil Yachty and Jumbotron. He said that shit word for word. He didn't assist him with it. The nigga threw him a whole fucking everything. The nigga threw him a whole everything. So, well, Lil Yachty is credited for man, come get the fuck out of here. What does that have to? He didn't write it. He didn't think about it. This isn't something that came from his heart, from his soul, from his nuts, his kahunas. This didn't come from him. That's the point. Hip hop and rap, you gotta walk it, you gotta talk it, you gotta speak it, you gotta eat it. He's not doing none of that shit. The way he dressed, the way he sent out his message, even the women he around, he probably don't even know the type of women he like. He probably don't even like women. I ain't even say that, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know who Aubrey Graham is. We don't even know who Drake is. We don't even know who are we looking at. If we're going off the logic, of y'all, that means that Drake is technically Quentin Miller, Lil Yachty, and these other names I'm about to bring up. You know what I'm saying? Then you got, unfortunately, one of my favorite songs from Drake, Mob Ties. Again, just like the Lil Yachty reference track, he said that shit damn near word for word. He changed like a couple of lines, but he said that shit word for word. I think it was the same beat, or it was like a very similar beat too. If not, it was the same beat. So Vori just sent him the track. Drake just said, okay, I'm finna practice this, practice. This nigga's a fucking karaoke artist, bro. This nigga is the Milli Vanilli of rap, of hip hop. He's the Milli Vanilli. When are y'all gonna get it? Get it in your heads that the nigga don't like writing like that. He probably do sometimes. But he don't like writing like that. There's evidence of the shit. And you niggas still trying to walk around and come up with some fucking excuses for a nigga that y'all ain't gonna never meet or ain't never met yet. Half you niggas probably ain't even went to a Drake concert. You niggas watching that shit on your phone. You're not even really supporting them. You just glazing. You just swallowing cock. It's ridiculous, bro. And then you got some of the newer shit, right? Some of the newer shit like this Beam guy with the Trump Towers. I got more though. I got more. I just want to keep y'all. I'm keeping up with it. But I got more. Right? We got the Beam guy and producers leaking tracks. Not only is this nigga responsible for ghostwriting and assisting Drake with songs from that, but this nigga is assisting other niggas that's saying the same lines that Drake is saying. So he's ghostwriting for multiple people and helping people write for multiple people, like line for line. So stop saying that this nigga ain't getting help or the help is justified. Get the fuck out of here, man. It's bullshit, bro. Bullshit. It's a bullshit. And everybody remembers. If you don't, I'm going to remind you. Everybody remembers when The Weeknd, and Drake confirmed it, when The Weeknd said, I wrote half his album. I gave him half of my songs. So half of what you're hearing isn't even Drake. So it leaves a nigga like me to assume, well, what about the fucking other half? Is that even you too? Whatever, right? Whatever. What the fuck ever. All right? But The Weeknd also assists Drake in coming out with songs, writing songs, doing whatever the fuck you want to call assisting. It's the nigga, he's not saying it. Okay? I got another name for you since you niggas want to be like, well, maybe no, nigga, ain't no maybe, nigga. Ain't no if, ands, or buts. It's when, where, and how. And how many, nigga. And what for? Party Next Door. Party Next Door. Party Next Door. I done said Gwen Miller. Vori. The Beam guy. The Weeknd. Party Next Door. It's 5 people. 5 people. I'm on Party Next Door right now. I got more. So you telling me that the OVO sweatshop is real at this point? Because now there's people who are admitting that they wrote for Drake and Drake confirms it. And then you got people that Drake doesn't accredit that's being confirmed. And you got people that Drake do accredit, but he don't really acknowledge. You get what I'm saying? Party Next Door is another one who assisted him with songs. I'm pretty sure he assisted some of them songs on motherfucking Sorry Songs for You. Sleepy Songs for whoever the fuck listened to that dumbass shit. I like 2 songs on that whole album. I listened to it twice. I'm never going to do that shit again with Drake. I'm never giving him another chance. I'm not doing that shit no more. You tricked me, nigga. You got me. Not doing it on this next album. Swear to God on that. Party Next Door is another person who assisted him. Then you got niggas. The nigga who made I'm So Crispy. It's me. I forgot his name. He helped him with the first song that damn near I heard Drake on the radio. Best I ever had. Drake had assistance with Best I Ever Had. Baby, you my everything. You all I ever wanted. We can do it. Them is not his words. He just made it sound alright enough to be on the radio. Now, I'm not for sure if he wrote the verses or not. I ain't got no information on that. But the hook ain't his. Knowing Drake has, he probably has got assistant on some motherfucking verses and they ain't want to credit nobody. Or if he did, he accredited them niggas and don't acknowledge them. You know how he do. You know what I'm saying? So one of his biggest hits that we culturally know him for. It's probably not his biggest song ever, but that was his biggest song that impacted the culture that we let him in type shit. Right? That's another one. That's another one, man. Now, something else I want to bring up that isn't necessarily ghostwriting or getting assistance, but there were rumors, which could be true now because we're getting all this verifiable evidence. Drake confirming things, Drake not confirming things, but the credit niggas, right? where you don't hear Drake dropping the famous timestamp records anymore. And a lot of people are leaning more towards, since these leaks came out, since we got Drake himself acknowledging Ghostwriters and Drake not acknowledging Ghostwriters or people who assist him on songs that he doesn't acknowledge, right? People are starting to think that he had a ghostwriter for the timestamp records. And people hold Drake in a high regard, specifically for those timestamp records, when we're talking about rapping, a rapper, MC, and all that shit, right? Drake, where the timestamp records at? Where they at? I'm looking for him. I don't see him over there. I don't see him over here. Last time he dropped one was like 8 a.m. in Charlotte. It's about 2-3 years ago. 2-3 years ago. If I got it wrong and he came out with a timestamp record that I don't know about, please put it in the comments. Please put it in the comments. But he ain't dropped no timestamp records neither. You know what I'm saying? So what are we really... Was that even Drake? People actually have a valid question now, because that's something that we ain't really getting on a usual scale that we do get it. On that clip that he do. Y'all talking shit, I can rap, bitch. Pow. You drop one. You feel me? So where they at? All right, I'm off the allegations. I'm off the Glazers. The appeal. The lawsuit. You lost the lawsuit. You bitch ass nigga, you lost the lawsuit. Not only did you lose the lawsuit, you wanted to bring up Kendrick's kids. You wanted to have Kendrick Lamar's contract. You wanted to fucking, what else? You wanted to see, what was it? The kids, the contracts. You wanted to see if the nigga is Biden. Hey, the fuck, what? Now, don't get me wrong. I think everybody kind of knows now that the industry probably, you got to look at it with a grain of salt, meaning all them numbers ain't probably there. You know what I'm saying? I done seen certain songs that have had 750 million views. I go back a year later, that bitch got 300 million, 200 million. So I ain't gonna call out no names. But you feel me? I've seen it myself. I've seen it with artists on my level. Motherfucker be having 40,000 views, and then next week they got 17,000, and next week they got 7, and next week they got 3. So everybody does it. You get what I'm saying? But what I'm not going to sit here and act like is you can't run ads on YouTube or TikTok or Facebook or anywhere else. And if anybody is knowledgeable about how view count works, after about 3 to 5 seconds, it counts as a view, no matter if you watch the whole thing or not. So you can't tell me that they wasn't running campaigns and ads for Not Like Us for people to just go and listen to the shit. You get what I'm saying? So on one hand, yeah, I could kind of see how you could say it got bodied. But on the other hand, the numbers ain't getting removed. Not Like Us got like almost 500 million views on the video and like 300-400 on the song, and that's just on YouTube. And those numbers ain't got removed. You get what I'm saying? And niggas want to try to play the whole Spotify monthly listener game. I'm not even gonna go into all that. You can watch videos about that. The shit drops because you're gonna have an influx of people that's gonna listen to it, listen to this album, listen to this song. People add this song, do this and that. You know what I'm saying? And then it's gonna go away because people, that's how people work. They're gonna go to another artist. Especially somebody come out with a hit song and then that song leads them into that album. You get what I'm saying? So it just switches from time to time. You get what I'm saying? That's all it is, bro. So for Drake to try to appeal the lawsuit is the dumbest shit you could do. You shooting yourself in the face to save your leg. You restarted as a motherfucker. I don't want to say the other word, but you restarted as a motherfucker. That's what it is, bro. I think at this point, you want to self-sabotage yourself, but at the same time, you want to think of it as saving yourself. It's almost like he's trying to, like, on one hand, save himself from any more damage, but the more he tries to save himself from damaging, it's like in the same token, he's trying to make sure he gets, it's like he's trying to like lose purposely so nobody else can have that power over him again, right? Basically, like, since he lost against Kendrick Lamar, he knows how damaging it can be if somebody else brings him a loss. He's trying to do it himself. He's trying to self-sabotage himself before somebody else can have that validation of saying, I sabotaged it. I did it. You get what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about this shit, because at this point, you're appealing a lawsuit that for defamation for raps that you did the same thing for, and it's just like, what are you doing? You have to be in this mode of, if I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna control my losses. If I'm gonna win, I don't even want to win right now. I'm gonna take this loss, and I'm gonna turn a negative into a positive, but it's really a negative. It's just, I don't know what mindset he's in. You get what I'm saying? Drake, get off them drugs you're doing. Stop drinking, stop smoking, stop snorting, stop popping. Stop fucking with them bitches. Stop fucking with them yes man that's around you, because they not doing you no good, bro. I'm telling you. And all these leaked tracks that's coming out before your Iceman album in October, Drake, you need to be careful. You need to be very, 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 very careful, bro. I ain't trying to cope for you. I don't fuck with you like that no more. You know what I'm saying? I did a little bit, but not anymore, bro. I don't. And honestly, in my head, I'm like, UMG gonna find some tricks of the trade to continue this trend of Drake, because how the fuck you think? There's niggas out here who really think that UMG just gonna let this nigga fly by and move along in life. Like, oh, okay, you tried to sue us and tell our secrets, da-da-da-da. Same shit we did for you. Oh, you can just move right along after the lawsuit. Nigga, you're getting punished. Niggas just like, let the clips go. Anything, everything, all the things. Let it all out. Let it all hang out. Rock out what you got, nigga. That's what they doing to you. I promise you. And for people to think that, I wouldn't say UMG has like a direct hand in it, but I think UMG is strategically removing protection, right? Because at one point in time, Drake and UMG was in cahoots, and it's proven that they suppress songs, suppress tracks and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Which is probably the reason why Drake sued him, because he's like, you guys are not doing anything that you used to do for me anymore. So, you know, I think they're removing certain variables that kept Drake in the position he was in. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, you want to say you're the top MC? We're going to destroy that. You want to try to portray and act like you one of the realest niggas in the game? We're going to destroy that. You want to say that you ain't no PDF file? We're going to destroy that. They said it in court. They said that shit in court. We're going to destroy that, right? Oh, you think you ain't got no endorsement deals now? Or you think don't nobody fuck with you now? We finna start fucking with that. You get what I'm saying? Oh, the last couple of niggas wasn't famous for destroying you or trying to. Not only are we going to lift this one guy up, we're going to give him awards. He's going to be just as accredited, if not more awarded and decorated as you once we get done with this shit. So we're going to destroy that. We're going to destroy that whole concept of you being the biggest artist. You know what I'm saying? And last but not least, we know what the culture feeling. We're going to destroy you by having you destroy yourself, because we know your vulnerabilities. We know your weaknesses. We know how you move. We know what you like. We know what you don't like. We know what you respond to. We know what you don't respond to. So at the end of all this, Drake, you suck. It's over with. The jig is up. Let's blow this popsicle stand, man. Just do what MGK did and just start doing pop or some shit, bro. Because every time you come out with a song talking hard or talking trash or whatever the fuck, it's not working, dog. It's not working, man. That's all I got. This is Bolo's opinion. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Well, I ain't on Twitter, but shout out to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'll be dropping more videos more often. You know what I'm saying? Talking about some bullshit like this or talking about some real shit. You know, whatever I feel is on my heart. You know what I'm saying? But y'all make sure to like, share, subscribe, man. And one more thing before I leave, man. Y'all go visit firmoo.com. That's firmoo.com. Okay? Firmoo.com. Use the promo code BOLO40. That's BOLO40 when you go and purchase When you put that in your cart, when you want to purchase something on Firmoo.com, some nice glasses, non-prescription or prescription, put in my code BOLO40. That's BOLO40 to get 40% off. If it's $20, it'll be $7. If it's $50, it'll be like $28. If it's $100, that shit gonna be $50-something, $60. You get what I'm saying? So, hey, look, when the fuck with Firmoo, the link is in the description, man. Appreciate it. Peace.